We have completed the theory, and in the last class, we were already just practicing what we have learned in this chapter for arithmetic progression, which is chapter number 3 of Maths 1. We will continue the practice today. So be ready with your textbooks, notebooks, pencils, and pens. Before we start, remember yesterday's science class where we had planned to solve a question in the class, but we ran out of time. And I had asked you to try that question, send it to me before I send you the correct answer. So Karthik, Prachi, thank you for sending it on time. Sandhya, good. I'm happy that you are now trying your best to complete as much work as possible. There were some new performance yesterday. Anna sent something after a very, very long time. Bashir sent something after a very, very long time. Nikhil sent something for the first time. Well done, Bhavna, Bashir, Nikhil. I hope all of you start writing and all of you continue to write. You have the textbooks, you have the guides, you have the notebooks, you have the tabs, phones, whatever you have. Classes are being recorded and the recordings are available on YouTube. No excuse for not studying, no excuse for not learning. Well done once again. So before we start the practice today, let us start the practice in the sense before we start solving the questions today, let us quickly remind ourselves of what the different concepts formulae are. I will write something and I will ask you to help me write certain other things. So the first concept is that of an arithmetic progression, which looks like this. It will be written as T1, T2, T3, ... It may also have a Tn, or it may be an infinite arithmetic progression. Always remember, the first term is also called as D. Now, if I ask you what will be the value of D, please tell me, raise your hand, speak up. Just speak up or just type. What will be D? How do I calculate D? T2 minus T1, Prachi is saying, and that is correct. T2 minus T1. Or once we know that it is an AP, we can just do one subtraction and we will find it. Correct, Karthik, Khadija, Chand. Correct. This is the first concept. Then we understood how the arithmetic progression is formed, and from there we understood the formula for the nth term. Tell me, what is the formula for nth term? Speak up, it will be faster. But if you are not able to speak, please type it in the chat. What's the formula for the nth term of an AP?
A plus bracket n minus 1 bracket D.
Thank you, Aarti. Correct. So this is how we can find the nth term. And finally, we understood how to calculate the sum of first n terms of AP, and we denote it by the symbol Sn. I will write one, ask you to tell me the second formula. No third formula for me. First formula, the general formula is n by 2, 2a, n minus 1, d. All the brackets are important. Now, if I ask you, if this is the first formula, tell me the other formula. Forget about the formula number 2. Tell me the third formula, last formula.
N upon 2 bracket T1 Tn
Plus Tn.
plus Tn.
If you don't say plus, then it will become multiplication. Be careful, Aarti. Yes, correct, right? So this is, in a way, this is the summary of the chapter. Arithmetic progression with terms, first term, common difference, nth term of the AP, and the sum of first n terms of AP. Of course, there are some special formulae for the first n natural numbers, first n even natural numbers, first n odd natural numbers, all those things. But this is the foundation. This is everything for the chapter. If we know this, if we write this, even in the exam, when we are trying to solve a question, now, my suggestion to you would be, first go to the rough. If you are, yes, you should do your rough work near the question. Yes, it is always required, but sometimes you need more space to do the rough. So you can use the last page and use the last page to write the formulae that you will use in the exam. It always helps. ताकि बार बार हमको याद ना करना पड़े. And this should be done not before the exam has started, only after the exam has started. If you do it before the exam has started, then you will be kicked out of the exam. Right? It helps. So once we have revised what the formulae are, now let us see if we are able to solve questions. Can we move forward? Quick confirmations. Thank you. Clearing the screen. Let us start the practice. And in today's practice, we will look at questions from various parts, various places in the chapter. So you need to be ready to go to the correct page of the textbook. Try answer. First thing, before we start solving, do you have any questions related to the examples of practice set 3.3? Examples of practice set 3.3 means the solved examples which are there before practice set 3.3. Any doubt, any questions about the questions that are given in practice set 3.3? Do you have any questions about the examples of practice set 3.4? So these examples are on pages 73, 74, 75, 76, and 77. Now that you have confirmed that you do not have any doubt, any questions about what we have studied so far, before we start looking at the application-based questions in problems practice set 3.4, let us warm ourselves up with the MCQ questions, multiple choice questions, which are there in problem set 3. The first question of every problem set is a MCQ type of question. There are 10 questions under question number 1. There are 10 parts. So we will try answer all the 10 parts here in the class before we jump into practice set 3. First one. The sequence. So a sequence is given. Read the question carefully. Be very careful what it says. It says the sequence. It is not saying it's a progression. It says the sequence. And the sequence is -10, -6, -2, 2, ... So if I ask you, what kind of sequence is this? Is this a finite sequence or an infinite sequence? What will be your answer? Is it a finite sequence or an infinite sequence? Very good. It's an infinite sequence. And how do we know? We know it because the sequence is ending with 3 dots. When we see 3 dots at the end of a sequence, these 3 dots, it means it never ends. It goes on and on and on. It's an infinite sequence. Very good. Now, what is it that we have to find when we read the options that are? It is very clear. What we have to answer is whether it is a AP or not. That is the question we have to answer. And you already know that we find out whether a sequence is AP or not by checking if there is a common difference or not. That's all we have to do. Now, if I write this as T1, T2, T3, and T4, you tell me, what should I find out? What calculation should I do to find the correct answer? Satyam, you have jumped the gun. You are in a hurry, and that is not required. A lot of other work needs to go into place before we write the answer. What will we calculate?
T2 minus T1.
Thank you, Akash. T2 minus T1. So
To
it is
find out the difference.
correct, minus 6 minus 10. Now tell me what is the difference now? What will be the next step? See if I have written it right.
Minus 6 plus 10.
Minus 6, very good, Tushar. Minus 6 plus 10. And how much will this be?
4.
Very good. What is the second thing I will do?
T3 minus T2.
T3 minus T2. And what's the third thing I will do?
T4 minus T3.
Yes, and we have to do all these subtractions because we do not know whether this is a AP or not. We cannot assume. So all the terms that are given in the sequence, we have to check. And when we check, we will find that all of them are equal to 4. And so this is not the answer. This is not the answer. This is not the answer. Clearly, D is equal to 4. So our correct answer is B, which we will write it as B is an AP. Reason D equals to 4. All this we have to write in the answer. So we will find T2 minus T1, T3 minus T2, T4 minus T3. We see that the difference is common. It is 4. So the answer is B. And the next question, it reads first 4 terms of an AP are. So that is the question. We have to find the first 4 terms of some AP. What kind of AP it is? Do we know anything about it? Yes, we know. It very clearly says whose first term is minus 2 and common difference is minus 2. First term is minus 2, common difference is minus 2. Once again, tell me what is the first thing that we will write. Don't jump.
T1
Minus 2.
T2 minus
Minus 2.
Nope.
T1A minus 2.
Very good. So we will say A equals to T1 equals to minus 2. What is the second thing we will write?
T2
D is equal to minus 2.
Very good. D equals to minus 2. This is how we structure our answer. The moment we have decided कि first term has to be minus 2, देखो उससे कहीं से आंसर पता चलता है क्या? No. A, B, C, D, all of them are starting with minus 2. So that is not enough. Now what we will do is we will try to find T2. Tell me, how do we find T2?
T1 plus second term minus T1 plus
No.
D.
T1 plus D is correct. Now what is T1? Minus 2 plus minus 2. This Tushar will tell us is minus 2, which is minus 4. Now we are sure that this is not the answer. This is not the answer.
Minus 4, sir.
Now let us calculate T3, which is T2 plus D. Now T2 is minus 4 plus minus 2, minus 4, minus 2, minus 6. Clearly, this is also not the answer. This is the answer. So we will write the correct answer is C, minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, minus 8. This much we will have to write in the answer. We don't need to find T4, not required. But T1, T2, T3, we need to find. Because with this, we are clearly able to identify that option number C is the correct answer. Question number 3. Question number 1, part 3 reads, what is the sum of first 30 natural numbers? First 30 natural numbers. Solve it in your notebook and share the answer. Now it says first 30 natural numbers. So natural numbers we know are AP. They are in AP, where the first term is 1 and common difference is 1. And we know a shortcut formula which says the sum of first n natural numbers equals to n into n plus 1 by 2. So here we have to calculate as 30. So 30 into 31 by 2. 30 by 2 is 15. 15 into 1 is 15. 15 3s are 45 plus 1, 465. So the correct answer is B, 465. Question number 4 reads, for an given AP. What kind of English is this? Such bad English. It should not be an. For a given, G is not a vowel, it's a consonant. So for a given AP, T7, this is T7 if it is not clear. T7 equals to 4, D equals to minus 4. T7 is given, D is given, we have to find A. Before we start answering the question, tell me what formula will we use? Think and tell. You can raise your hand. No need to raise the hand. Just speak up if you know, or type if you know. T7 is given, D is given, we have to find A. What formula will we use? Thank you, Chanda. Correct answer in the chat. Chanda is saying, Karthik, correct. Chanda, Karthik, they are saying we will use this. Tn equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. And why are they saying? Because now we know that T7 equals to A plus 7 minus 1 into D, which T7 is given as 4. A we don't know, 7 minus 1 is 6, and D is given as minus 4. Solve and tell how much is A. Now, in the next step, we can say, so here, sorry, I'm writing or. So if we keep A on one side and move the other one the other side, it will be 4 plus 24. ये minus 24 हुआ, 6 into minus 4. इसको जब हम इस तरफ ले जाएंगे, so minus 24 will become plus 24. This is 28. So the correct answer is D, 28. It is not 6, it is not 20, it is 28. For an given AP, once again, I don't know why it says an, it should have been A. For a given AP, so a AP is given. A equals to 3.5, D equals to 0, N equals to 101, then Tn equals to how much is the question. Tn. What is the most important information here? Most relevant information. Three pieces of information are given: A, D, and N. What is the most important information?
N.
Very good, Akhilesh, Rajesh, Tushar. It is D. D is 0. What happens when D is 0? What happens to the sequence of numbers in the, what happens to the numbers in the sequence, in the progression where D is equal to 0? Same terms, yes, they don't change. क्योंकि कुछ add हुआ ही नहीं, ना कुछ add हुआ, ना कुछ subtract हुआ, so nothing changes. So it's like a constant AP, right? So there nothing needs to be done. All the terms will be same as the first term. So the direct answer will be this, B, 3.5. And if you can explain that because, or not even because, D equals to 0, therefore correct answer is B, 3.5. This is enough. Question number 6 of question number 1. It says if an AP, now here we can say an AP, this is okay. If in an AP, first two terms are -3, 4, then 21st term is, please calculate and share the answer with me in the chat. 21st term, you already know what formula to use. So the formula clearly is, we have to find the 21st term. So to find the nth term, we will use the formula Tn equals to a plus n minus 1d. For us to use this formula, we need to know what is a, what is n, and what is d. N is clearly given, 21. A is also clearly given, the first term is -3. Something that is not given clearly is the d, and we have to calculate that d. And that is why I said this is a two-step question. In the first step, we will find out what is d. D is equal to 7. And then we put all the values in the formula. We get the answer as 137. If for any AP, so there is some AP, D equals to 5. Common difference is given. And we have to find the difference between two terms, T18 minus T13. How much is it? Solve it on your own. Let us see. Now, for the first time, I think, I'm asking you, let us see who gets the answer fastest. Class. In this question, D5 is given. D equals to 5 is given. We have to find the difference between T18 and T13. So what many people will try to do is, they will try to find out what is T18, and they will write this. Then they will find out what is T13, and they will write this. And then they will try to find out T18 minus T13. If you know algebra, you will write A plus 17D minus A plus 12D. When you simplify this, A plus 17D minus A minus 12D, A minus A is 0. 17 chocolates minus 12 chocolates is 5 chocolates. Now 5 into 5, because D is 5, answer is 25. This is the long answer. And this is not a long question. This is a multiple choice question. So we need not spend so much time. We need to use our understanding of what arithmetic progression is. In arithmetic progression, the difference between any two consecutive terms is 5. अगर दो आजू बाजू वाले टर्म्स के बीच में डिफरेंस 5 है, तो एक छोड़कर जाएंगे तो 5 into 5 plus 5 10 होगा. दो छोड़ के जाएंगे 15 हो जाएगा. So now we have here 18 and 13. So the only calculation we had to do was 18 minus 13, माने कितने टर्म्स के बीच में गैप कितना है और एक एक गैप का वैल्यू कितना है. It is 5. So the short answer is 5 into 5 equals to 25. This, writing this much is enough. Then you will write C 25. Question number 8 reads, sum of first 5 multiples. See how many spelling mistakes are there. I hope in your textbook this mistake is not there. Multiples of 3 is. First thing is, you will tell me what is this AP. If we convert this statement in English into AP, how will it look? What are the terms of this AP? Type it in the chat, or if you can speak up. First 5 multiples of 3. What this AP is. Thank you, Khadija. 3, 6, 9, 12. Thank you, beta. मिल गया, आंसर मिल गया. 15. ... This is about knowing the multiplication table of 3. Now it says, tell us the sum of first 5. Right? Now it is up to us. हम इसको कैसे solve करेंगे? I will suggest you add the numbers instead of using this formula. I think this will be faster. You can check what is faster for you. What I will do, 3 plus 6 is 9, 9 plus 9 is 18, 18 plus 12 is 30. 30 plus 15 is 45. I will write a 45. This is fastest for me. The second fastest way will be, I will write 5 by 2. The first term is 3. The last term is 15. 5 by 2 into 18. 9, 45. It's up to you. You see, you decide which is easier for you. And I have told you sometimes addition is easier than using the formula. Second last multiple choice question of the chapter reads like this. 15, 10, 5. In this AP, so it is an AP, it's already confirmed. Sum of first n terms is. Sum of first n terms is. Quickly calculate and share your answer. When you share your answer, you will also tell me which formula did you use. Clearly, this question asks about sum of first, how many? Sum of first 10 terms. That is very clear. So we have to find S10, sum of first n terms. In algebraic notation, in the formula notation, we can say we need to find S10. Some problem with my writing, just hang on. I hope it works now. So using the simple formula for sum of first n terms, we can find the answer. In an AP, first term is 1 and the last term is 20. Find the sum of all terms is 399. अरे सब कुछ तो दे दिया है. Then find n. Now for this question, please solve it in your notebook. Take a picture and send it to me on WhatsApp. Here we have to it will be easy if we use the last formula, the third formula for sum of first n terms. Or it can also be sum of all terms because it has n terms. So the first term is 1. This is T1. The last term is 20, which is Tn. We have to find n, and the sum, that is Sn, is given as 399. So what we have to do is we can write 399 equals to n by 2, and within brackets our first term is 1, our last term is 20, and now we have a linear equation in one variable. When we solve this, we will get the answer as 38. N equals to 38. 399 n by 2 multiplied by 1 plus 20, which is 21. We will get the answer as 38. I have shared Prachi's answer with all of you on the WhatsApp group. What we are going to do for these questions, which are there in practice set 3.4, there are only 6 questions. We are not going to solve them in the class now, but we will try understand how we will solve it. Then you will try solve it on your own. I'm going to read the question. You have the textbooks in front of you. You have the screen also in front of you. Listen carefully. Then let us discuss and understand how we will go about solving it. Question number 1, reading now. On 1st January 2016, Sanika decides to save 10 rupees, 11 rupees on second day, 12 rupees on third day. If she decides to save like this, then on 31st December 2016, what would be her total savings? If I now ask you, how much did she save on the 4th day? Speak up or type. How much did Sanika save on the 4th day? 13 is the correct answer. How much? 4th day, 13. 13 fizzer, not 14, 13. First day 10, second day 11, third day 12, fourth day 13. Right? Now you tell me, when you look at these numbers, 10, 11, 12, 13, you told me 13. Is this just a sequence or this is an AP? You can speak, you can type. Is this just a sequence or this is an AP?
AP.
It is AP, very good. Now, if this is an AP, next question is, what is A for this AP? What is the first term? What is A for this AP?
10.
10 is correct.
10.
And those who have typed in the chat, that is also correct. Correct. Now, if this is an AP and this is an AP where the first term A is 10, now the second question is, what is the common difference?
1.
1.
1.
Correct. Now we know the AP, we know A, we know D. It is asking us to find how much she has saved till 31st of December 2016. So in AP terminology, what do we need to find now? We know A. No.
Sum of n.
Correct. Sum of first n terms. That is what we need to find. Right? Tushar, once again, you are not thinking step by step. You are jumping and you are getting the wrong answer. Please have patience. We don't have to find n. The question is about finding Sn. But to find Sn, we need to know n. How can we find n? Even if we don't know the exact value of n, can you tell me in English, what will be, how can we find n in this particular case? She starts saving on 1st of January. She's saving on every day of the year and she is saving till 31st of December 2016. Thank you, Prachi. Correct answer.
Then would be the number of years,
Not
number of days in a year.
Very good. The n will be number of days in the year. Number of days in the year 2016. How many days are there in a normal year? 365 is correct. Now, I said normal year. What is the other type of year do we have?
Leap year.
Leap year.
Leap year.
Leap year. Do you think 2016 is a leap year or a normal year? What do you think?
It's a leap year.
It's
How
a
do you
leap
know
year.
it? How do you know it?
It is divisible.
Yes. The year number 2016 is completely divisible by 4. So it is a leap year. So how much is n now? What is your answer? What is the value of n? 366. Now we know what to do. We know A, which is 10. We know D, which is 1. We know N, which is 366. Just use the formula. Find the value. A man borrows 8,000 rupees and agrees to repay with a total interest of 1,360 rupees in 12 monthly installments. Each installment being less than the preceding one by 40 rupees. Find the amount of the first and the last installment. Ghabrao mat. Let us think about this step by step. How much has the man borrowed? Kitna udhar liya?
8,000.
8,000. How much is the man going to return? Total, how much is he going to return?
9,360.
Very good. Because he is going to return the principal amount. जो loan उसने लिया है, that is the principal amount. And no money is free. Nothing is free in this world. So he has to pay an interest. And that total interest is 1,360 rupees. In how many installments is he going to pay?
12 monthly installments.
12 monthly installments. Now, if I ask you that, let us assume that this will be an AP. Can you tell me how many terms are there in this AP?
12.
12. So number of terms in terms of terminology of AP, what do we call? We use a letter for that. What is that letter? What is
AP.
that? No. Number of terms.
S.
No.
N.
N. So here we have n equals to 12. Here we have n equals to 12. Now push your thoughts, dig into your brains and tell me this amount that you said, 9,360, in the context of an AP, what is that? Is it
S,
A?
sum of n.
Very good. It is the sum of the installment, sum of the terms. So sum of the terms is the total amount that he has to return. So हमको SN भी मिल गया. We know SN, we know N. Now it is saying each installment is being less than the preceding installment by 40. What is this talking about? In terms of AP, what is it talking about?
D.
Different.
Very good. It is talking about D. Now be careful. Think very, very carefully and tell me, what is the amount of D? What is the value of D?
40.
No. Prachi, correct answer in the chat.
Minus 40.
Very good. Now we know everything. We know N, which is 12. We know S of N, which is 9,360. We know D, which is minus 40. We put it in the formula. The only thing that is not known in that formula is A. We will get A. मिल गया हमको, find the amount of the first. और जब हमको A मिल गया, हमको N पता है, then we can find the 12th installment, T12. We can find. Next question reads, Sachin invested. Now it is completely opposite. Borrow means उधार लेना. Invest means हमने कहीं पैसे लगाए हैं, तो पैसे हमने दिए हैं किसी को. Sachin invested in a National Savings Certificate, NSC. If you were disciplined, if you were regular to the class last year, you would remember this from financial planning, NSC. When we save money in NSC, we get rebate in our tax, income tax. So Sachin is a smart man. He has put some money in NSC so that future के लिए उसके पास पैसे बचे रहें और उसका tax भी कम हो आज के दिन में. In the first year, he invested 5,000. In the second year, he invested 7,000. In the third year, he invested 9,000. And if I ask you, how much did he invest in the fourth year? What will be your answer?
11,000.
11.
So easy, right? Now, if I ask you, is this an AP or not?
Yes, it is an AP.
Yes,
It is an AP.
AP.
And if it is an AP, what is the common difference?
2,000.
2,000.
So, and what? So, common difference is 2,000. What is the first term? What is A? What is T1?
5,000.
5,000. We have got everything. Now it says find the total amount that he invested in 12 years. So, what is the value of N here?
12.
12.
12. And what is it that we need to calculate?
N.
No, N is
Sum.
given.
Amount. Sum
What
of
is that?
Sum of
Yes, so in mathematically, what will we call?
12.
S12, correct. We will calculate S12. We know the formula. There is an auditorium with 27 rows of seats. आपने ऑडिटोरियम देखा होगा, बहुत सारे सीट्स होते हैं और एक के पीछे एक के पीछे एक के पीछे एक होता है, रोज होते हैं. There are 20 seats in the first row. First row means the row which is nearest to the stage. 22 seats in the second row, 24 seats in the third row. How many seats are there in the fourth row?
26.
26.
What is the first term? A, T1.
20.
What is the common difference?
20.
2.
2.
2.
2.
देखो सब तो मिल गया तुमको. Find the number of seats in the 15th row. So what is this T15th? What in arithmetic progression terms, number of seats in the 15th row. इसको हम कैसे बता सकते हैं? A नहीं है.
15 into 2.
No. It is not A.
T15.
T15. Correct chance. T15. We have to find the number of seats in 15th row. So we have to find T15. And then we have to also find how many total seats are there in the auditorium. Yes, okay. That is S. Total कितने rows हैं? 27 rows. मिल गया पूरा. Kargil's temperature was recorded in a week from Monday to Saturday. Week में क्या Sunday नहीं होता? होता है. Sunday को शायद छुट्टी थी. So instead of 7 days, they measured it for 6 days, Monday to Saturday. Where is Kargil? Do you remember? Tell me, where is Kargil? Is it in Mumbai? Is it in Maharashtra?
Where Ashoka fight was happened?
No,
Kargil war.
no, Baba. There was a fight between India and Pakistan when Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the Prime Minister. It is there in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Right now, it is in the Union Territory of Ladakh. Kargil War. So it's a very cold place. It's in the Himalayas. All recordings were in AP. So we know that there has to be A, there has to be a D. The sum of temperatures of Monday and Saturday, only two terms, Monday and Saturday. T1 plus T6 is 5 degrees more than the temperature of Tuesday and Saturday. Tuesday is T2, Saturday is still T6, 5 degrees more. इससे अगर मैं पूछूं आपको, just concentrate on this sentence. The sum of temperatures of Monday and Saturday was 5 degrees more than the temperatures of Tuesday and Saturday. Reading this, if I ask you, which was a hotter day, warmer day, Monday or Tuesday? Which was warmer? Which was hotter? Monday or Tuesday? Chanda is saying
Tuesday.
Chanda is saying Tuesday. Tushar is saying Tuesday. Fuzail is saying Tuesday. Wow, Fuzail tried. Read the sentence again. The sum of temperatures of Monday and Saturday was 5 degrees more than the sum of temperatures of Tuesday and Saturday. Question is, between Monday and Tuesday, which day was warmer? Karina is also saying
Monday.
Monday. So then अभी कैसे आंसर बदल गया आपका?
Monday, sir. Monday.
क्या दिन बदल गया? क्या क्वेश्चन बदल गया? क्या बदला? Our understanding changed. Okay? And the difference is 5 degrees, not 10 degrees. Monday is 5 degrees. Monday was 5 degrees warmer than Tuesday. If temperature of Wednesday was minus 30 degrees Celsius, Wednesday को हम कौन सा टर्म कहेंगे?
T3.
T3, correct? Monday,
Tuesday.
Wednesday is T3. Minus 30 degrees Celsius, then find the temperature of the other 5 days. So T3 is given. T1 plus T6 minus T2 plus T6 is given, which is 5 degrees Celsius. From there, we can get T1 minus T2 or T2 minus T1. तो वहां से हमको common difference मिल जाएगा. From T3 का formula, we can find the value of A, and once we get both A and D, we can find any term of the arithmetic progression. This reads, on the World Environment Day 6, we just completed environmental management in Science 2. Tree plantation program was arranged on a land which is triangular in shape. Oh my God, geometry. Tree plantation we are doing, and we are doing it on a triangular piece of land. Trees are planted such that in the first row, there is one tree. You imagine how the triangular shape of land will be. एक, फिर कुछ ज्यादा, last में सबसे ज्यादा. So trees are planted such that in the first row, there is one tree. In the second row, there are 2 trees. In the third row, there are 3 trees. If I ask you how many trees are there in the 10th row, what will be your answer?
10 trees.
Very good. Very good. And how many trees will be there in the 25th row?
25.
25 trees.
25.
Very good. Now if I ask you, what is T1 in this question?
1.
What is
One.
what is T25 in this question?
25.
25. And it says find the total number of trees. So what do we need to find out?
S25.
S25 equals to 25 by 2 within brackets 1 plus 25. Done. Solve it. Get the answer. Easy question. So question number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. They are straightforward. Question number 5 needs a little bit of more thinking than other 5 questions. And I know all of you can complete this. You will solve question number 1 of problem set 3, जो कि हमने क्लास में ही कर दिया. So जिनका हो गया, very good. जिनका नहीं हुआ, आप complete करेंगे. You will solve all the questions of practice set 3.4. अभी हमने देखा कि उसको कैसे करना है. Also, try the questions from 2 to 10 of problem set 3. Do it by tomorrow night so that we can complete by Saturday. That is it.